Hello, this is Dr. Rhoberta Shaler, the Relationship Help Doctor, and today I want to give you some ideas about boundaries. I know that you hear about them all the time. It's in the common parlance. People say, oh, you must have good boundaries, you must have healthy boundaries. But do you really know what they are and how to set them? Do you know what's important to you? Do you know what's happening or not happening that you really wish was happening? This is so important for you to understand, because if you don't have good boundaries, you'll mistake intimacy for enmeshment. You'll think you're intimate with somebody, but in actual fact you're enmeshed with them, and that's not a good thing. So the writer Mary Bly said something that really applies to this, and I'll read it to you. She said, "Dogs come when they're called. Cats take a message and get back to you." Now let that sink in for a minute. Dogs come when they're called, and cats take a message and get back to you. Cats have boundaries. Dogs do not. They just want your love no matter what. They want to be with you no matter what. They want to hang around with you no matter what. They just want that constant contact, that constant approval, that constant love, that constant I'm really important to you thing. And you'll find that that's the case when you get enmeshed, when your boundaries are not healthy. Is this making sense to you? Do you see the difference between enmeshed and actually having boundaries? Because there are many ways that you need to look at this, and this is one of the things that I help in my 8-week coaching program, Hijackal handling, because it is so important. You have to do your own work first. You've got to find those boundaries. You don't have to just up and walk out on a relationship. No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like not to be second-guessing yourself? Well, that's the first thing to learn about, to how not to be second-guessing yourself. And one of those ways is by having healthy boundaries and not being enmeshed and having that being thought of as intimacy when it truly is not. In fact, it's far from intimacy. And we want to recognize that there are many kinds of boundaries. They're not just the ones that say, I prefer this, don't do that, or if you do this, this will happen. There are many kinds of boundaries, and you need to learn all about all of those. And we cover that in the coaching program. So important. So no matter what you do right now, first job is to work on yourself. And I know the tendency is, well, I just want to fix the other person. But that will not happen. You can't fix the other person. The only person you have control over is you and your skill set and your mindset. And boundaries are part of your skill set and your mindset. They are the things that allow you to be uniquely you and know how to say that. Know how to let people know where they end and you begin. So very, very important. And you don't want this enmeshment that masquerades as intimacy. You know, when a hijackal decides they really want something from you, then all of a sudden they become supposedly loving and they're interested in you and they're manipulating and exploiting and seducing you. You know that, but they're interested in you, and it's because they want to up the ante on the enmeshment. Oh yes, we're a unit. Oh yes, we can't get along without each other. Oh yes, all of those things are true. They're not true. So it's very important for you to not think that's intimacy. That's being used. That's being manipulated, exploited, and seduced. And I know it's hard to believe. But if you've ever wondered what it would be like not to question your sanity or second guess yourself, you need wonderful boundaries. So we're going to cover that in the coaching program. It starts next Tuesday, the 14th. And go to forrelationshiphelp.com and you will find everything you need there. And there'll be a few more Facebook Lives before that, so you can think of some of the other components of this program. And I look forward to talking with you really soon. And in the meantime, make sure if you're in any question about whether you're with a hijackal, that you go to hijackals.com. That's hijackals.com, and download my free ebook, How to Spot a Hijackal. Talk soon.